What's up YouTube? It's your boy Lowpes and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be working on my 2000 CR-V, aka Big Red. We got some wheels put on, we got some accessories and a few mods to make it look better. We got things coming for the CR-V, so don't you stress. I'll show you guys a couple of things in the garage. After the video, go check out lowpesgarage.com to grab shirts, sweaters, decals, jet tags, and more. And we have a lot more coming. We have a drop coming very soon, so stay tuned to that. I am super excited about the new brand that is happening. But yeah, let's get into this video. I'm hyped to finally do some mods to the CR-V. Here is our 2000 CR-V. As you guys can see, it's pretty stock, but we have a few new things. We're gonna put new wheels. So what we're gonna do is, I'll show you guys the new wheels in a second, but we're gonna use these tires that are on the OEM black stock wheels, and we're gonna put it onto the new wheels. But we're gonna test fit the new wheels first. We're gonna test fit them and see if they work. They're supposed to be 15x8 with an unknown offset. I basically took a risk. I purchased them. They're decently cheap. They're around the $300 mark, but they definitely need to be refinished. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna test fit them, and if they're good, we're gonna head over to the tire shop, swap these tires onto there, put them on the car, and basically what the whole plan is I'm probably gonna just paint them myself. The CR-V is somewhat of a budget-ish build, so certain things I'm gonna kind of cut costs, and other things I will probably spend the money on, like JDM parts and stuff like that. But for just the wheel setup, that's gonna get dinged up because we're planning to overland this build and kind of go through trails and all that. So I'm not gonna spend too much money on super nice wheels. I hope you guys understand that. I'll show you guys the wheels. These are the wheels. They're an unknown brand, as you can see. They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. I tried scuffing them up a little bit just to see if the clear would come off easier, but it doesn't. But the wheels are pretty bad, so I'm definitely going to paint them. It's either going to be between black or bronze. I'm not too sure. We're just going to spray bomb them in the garage, just get them done. But let's test fit these and see if they actually fit on the car. Too sure how they'll fit. I know the bore size is definitely a lot bigger than the Honda, so we'll definitely need an adapter. So that's the main reason we're going to head over to the tire shop and swap them over, and hopefully they have the adapters for us. As you can see here in my messy corner, we have a few things. We have a lift kit. We're not gonna do that today. That's a dedicated video to that. So we have a 2-inch lift kit coming. We have some mounts, a few goodies over here we're gonna put on. We have some Nerf bars, rear Nerf bar, and hopefully today I'll get that. After we do all this, we'll clean it up. We got some control arms. The garage has got to be organized, but yeah, hope you guys are excited. We got some stuff coming for Big Red. My idea at first was to polish these wheels. I thought that would have been really cool, but they are in such bad condition, it's not worth putting the money into it. So I'm just gonna spray them and hope for the best, and hopefully look half decent. This is the budget wheel for it anyways. Eventually I'll probably get something nicer, but what do you guys think? I think these should suit Big Red just fine. The wheels actually look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. The offset seems okay. Doesn't seem like it's gonna rub anything. Mind you, we're not lowered, so let's lower this. I don't think it should be that big of a difference. Obviously the suspension's got to settle a bit. What do you guys think? I actually kind of like the wheel. Ideally I wanted them polished, but it is what it is. It's not worth spending all the money on these wheels. As you can see right now, there's just some winter tires on there. I think once we put these tires on here, and if these are either black or bronze, it's gonna look fantastic. You can tell that the center bore on those look at the difference between the center bore and these things. Look at that, it is huge. I can fit almost like my whole finger. So we're definitely not gonna drive on these just because it won't be safe. The center bore is completely off, but check that out. What do you guys think? I think I actually really like them. You can definitely tell these are wider. So check this guy out. You see how it's coming out? Now look at it. Look at this one here. It's sinking in. I kind of like the wider tire look. If anyone could find me the mounting hardware for the OEM roof racks, let me know down below. I got a roof rack I want to put in. I can't find the hardware aside from eBay. I'm trying to find something a little closer and something that's going to cost me 40 bucks for a couple bolts. There's a certain, like almost like a gasket that I need for it, and I didn't know until I kind of got into it, so that was my mistake. But ideally I want to put a basket up top, and then we're gonna put a few other mods here and there, but super excited. I like the wheels, boys. I like the wheels. What do you guys think down below? The OEM ones in black don't look too bad, I'm not gonna lie, but these just look a little meatier and a little nicer. You know what's absolutely nuts? So this clock here, I don't know if you can tell on the camera if it's working or not, was not working for the longest time. I hit a light and I look over and I see it not hit a light. I stopped at a light, I look over and it's working. I was like, what the? I'm like, how? Like, I did nothing for it to work and it just started working. I was like, yeah, like that's the wonders of old vehicles. I start driving again and it turns off. I gave it a few smacks and she is lit. 10:29. I always wanted this thing to work, just so it can tell me the time. I'm really happy for small little stupid shit. But we're pulling up to Z Racing right now. Hopefully they can swap these in and out very quickly. But what I'm hoping is there's no issues, because the wheels look like they've been sitting. They have some corrosion and stuff on them. I'm hoping we're not gonna have too much issues. I need you guys to wish me luck. Oh, it doesn't look like they're too busy, thank the God. It's a Friday, so people are probably doing their tags, probably going somewhere fun. All right, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna do everything. I'm not sponsored or anything by them, but they've always hooked it up, so check them out.
2 hours later.
The wheels are on and they look absolutely amazing. I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone at Z Racing or Z Racing, however you want to spell it, here in Brampton. They did an absolutely phenomenal job. They went above and beyond, and I can't thank them enough. I've been going to them for years and years and years, and they've always hooked it up and they've always gone above and beyond, and I really appreciate it. Definitely gonna bless the boys with some ice caps there at Z Racing. They hooked it up, so we're gonna get them some ice caps. Got myself a drink and a bagel. We're gonna hit up a quick car wash soon, and then we're gonna just give them their stuff. You know what I actually really like about these wheels? They're lighter, so the car accelerates a little better now, and they're wider, so when I'm taking corners, it doesn't feel as uneasy. And before I would take the corners, you'd feel like a lot of wobbling with the CR-V, and now taking these corners, it doesn't feel that bad at all. Like, it feels definitely a lot more planted, so I am super hyped about that. That was one thing I really didn't like, was like, where are you going? I almost got hit by a truck. Just dropped off the ice caps to the boys here. Big shout out again. You guys are absolutely awesome. Keep up the fantastic work. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by them. This was not free. It was all paid, but I really enjoyed my time. All right, there it is. What do you guys think? Like I said, they're not in perfect condition, but they look good. I'm gonna put a poll down below. Comment if you want to see them black, leave them silver or bronze, or I'll do any other color you guys want to go with. And I guess whoever wins or who has the most votes will paint them that color. I was gonna paint them today. I was gonna go bronze, but I'm kind of liking the silver, even though they're not in perfect condition, but it looks good. What do you guys think? The front's wider than the rear, because for what we have to do is actually use a 5mm spacer. One thing I did notice also when we drove, I hit a pretty big bump and we did rub the rear. Mind you, these CR-Vs in this generation, they tend to sag in the rear. As you guys can see the difference, the rear is lower. So either I'm gonna do one of two things. Either I'm gonna do a 2-inch lift kit, or I'm gonna just lift the rear and kind of match the front. It's called a leveling kit. I do have the 2-inch lift kit. I might do the leveling kit and see how it is, then do the 2-inch. But what do you guys think? I think it actually suits the car really nicely. I have no idea what these wheels are. I have no clue what brand or anything. All I know is there's some type of American wheel, because they are posted for 5 by 4.5 and the bore size is huge. If you know what wheels these are, comment down below, give me some inside knowledge. The owner did not know either, but he had them on a CRV. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna hide this nasty ass rust. And the cheapest way of doing it is getting a hood brush. So I picked up this hood brush from Garage 16. I think it's gonna suit the car nicely. Give the front end a little bit of spice. And let's see how she fits. Pretty easy. We're gonna open the hood, slip it on, and then just tighten everything down. What do you guys think? I actually kind of like it. Just adds a little bit of spice to the front. I have to adjust it just a little bit, but check it out. I still have to trim the edges and stuff, but I actually really like the way it looks. What do you guys think? It looks like I have a unibrow now, but if I refinish this a nice gloss black and it looks the same, like that same shade, I think it'll look a lot better with new headlights and stuff. But what do you guys think down below? Hood bra or no hood bra? I think it just gives the car some character, and it covers that nasty rust. So the hood bra is on. What you gotta do afterwards is just trim the excess. I've just left it a little bit, and then what you do afterwards is after you trim it, you actually use a lighter and just kind of burn it. I guess just in case it slips and may catch. I guess that's the purpose of it. So what we're gonna do now, something that all cars do need, is even though the headlights aren't in the greatest condition, we're gonna do LEDs in the headlights, swing them quickly, and it'll definitely make a difference at night. I'm trying to add more lighting to this. I may be able to get a JDM bumper, so I'm gonna wait. If I can't get a JDM bumper, we're gonna start adding a few lights to the front too. But I cannot stop looking at this fitment. It looks so sick. If I put a 5mm in the rear, we'll have matching fitment. As you can see, it looks like I have a bit of natural camber in the rear, which is weird. I was not expecting that. But what do you guys think below? Just coming along a little bit at a time. I really like the wheels in this silver, but they're in really bad shape. So I'm just gonna leave them for now. I think we'll do a separate video where we will paint them, and then I'll let you guys choose what color. I'm kind of leaning towards bronze, but you guys choose down below. The only reason I don't want black, I know black will look good, it's just everyone does black, and bronze might be a little different, but you guys let me know. So if you guys saw the EK video, I think it's going to be pretty simple. I'm not really going to teach you guys how to do it. You basically just got to take the bulbs out from behind there. You take the covers, the bulbs, you might have to actually adjust or trim the actual housing there that holds the bulbs, the sealant, the protectant, and then we'll put the HIDs in. As you guys can see, there's that clip where that screw is. Pretty much that's almost like a C-clip. It's a weird little clip, but what it does is basically holds this thing in so that it doesn't move very much. And then now we're going to put the housing back on here. It's like protective housing. We've trimmed it to fit. But before we do that, we're going to test if this light actually works. As you guys can see, it is on. Great success. Holy shit, I am tripping the hell out. Hopefully you guys can see that little green thing there? That is a level within the headlight. Check that out. I've never seen that before, but it doesn't look too good because our level is completely off. It's not centered, but I think that is level. Like, you see that? See that green thing? What a trip. I've never seen that before. Damn. Let me know if you guys have ever seen this before. This is a first for me. I've worked on quite a few old Hondas, but goddamn, check that out. This is going to be a pain in my ass. I'm not going to lie, because I don't have as much space as I did on the other side there. So we'll see what I can do. Hopefully I can work it out and make it work. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I have the reservoir here from the power steering and the washer fluid tank, so it's going to be a little tight. But I think I can do it. That was not fun at all. It was about a half an hour. It was so tight and such a pain in the ass, but it's in and it works. I definitely want to change the headlights out. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. But ideally, I want to do the JDM bumper and some nice new headlights just so we can get some good projection out of them, and it looks a lot better than what we have right now. You can see I've trimmed around the gasket there just so the actual LED can fit. This is pretty much like the fan that allows it to breathe and whatnot, so you do want to let that ventilate, but pretty much that is it. So check it out. The car's looking really, really good. I'm really enjoying how the hood bra looks. Just adds a little bit to the car so it doesn't look super stock, but it's looking super nice. What do you guys think down below? Let me know. I think one thing I'm going to try doing if these come off, I'm actually going to try taking the wipers off now and just give them a quick little spray because this really bothers me, especially when I'm looking through the actual windshield as I'm driving. I can see this and that really bothers me. I'm gonna see if I can pop them off quickly, and if we can, we're just gonna give them a quick little spray. All right, so as you see, we've taken them off. There are 2 14s. You basically flip them up, and then we took off the wipers. I'm just gonna place them down over here, and we're gonna give them a quick scuff, and then we're gonna spray them. It's gonna look 10 times better. I'm just gonna use these trim clad rust paint. Super easy. It's primer and paint, which is nice. I'm just gonna scuff them down and then just give it a few coats of this. Simple stuff. I'm not looking for an absolutely perfect finish. I'm just looking for something. The reason I'm just scuffing it is just so that it can actually grab onto something and stick properly. But something just simple like this, and just a quick spray, nothing too crazy. Scuff them down, just hung them up over here, and then we're gonna just spray it. We're gonna give it maybe a coat or two. It's nothing too crazy. I'm not expecting perfection because this is just a quick job. It's just touching things up so the eye can't catch it. That's about it. If you really want to do a good job, get them brand new or powder coated. But we're gonna try this and we'll see how it turns out. And you guys can see if you'll try it for yourselves. I've used it before on the EK and it came out good, so I don't see why it won't turn out good this time. So check it out. It's obviously gonna be kind of hard to see, but there it looks already so much better. What do you guys think? Quick little spray. We'll probably hit it another coat just so it can be a little thicker, but pretty much this will dry within 2 to 4 hours to touch, but it's already drying. So we'll give it about 10-15 minutes and we'll do just one more coat, but god damn. Little things like this is what makes an older car look good. It's all the small little things that, you know, come together with a little bit of love and care. I'm gonna be doing this pretty much across the whole car. Eventually we're gonna get the bumpers resprayed and everything so it can look super fresh. Pretty much just one thing at a time. Take your time and just, you know, if you have a weekend, do a little here, a little there, a little everywhere, and then it kind of all adds up. So check it out. It actually came out really good. You know, I would say it's 8 out of 10. Oh, getaway fly. What do you guys think? Pretty nice. I cannot complain whatsoever. It's still not completely dry. It's 2 to 4 hours to dry. It's been about a half an hour. What? The wiper's made in Japan. You guys see that? I can't even get a focus in. The back, made in Japan. God damn. JDM wipers, who knew? I'm gonna just let these dry a little more, then we're gonna put them on, and then that's pretty much it for now. We've done quite a bit today. We've done wheels, LEDs, a hood bra, and we've painted the wipers. A little bit at a time. Perfection doesn't happen right away, but a little bit at a time will make a big difference. So then afterwards we're gonna have the roof rack, bull bars and everything, so everything's coming together. My vision for this is a JDM Overland build, so JDM parts, but it's able to do a whole bunch of stuff like camping, fishing and all that, because I really do enjoy the outdoors and I do a lot of fishing. So I kind of want to incorporate that to the vlogs also, so this channel will be mainly cars, but we'll mix it up a little bit with some outdoors. All right, so it is done. It's not perfect. If I gave it more time, it would have been fine. But the issue is I need to get the car driving. I need to move this. I'm going about like an hour and a bit away, so just in case it rains, I do need my wipers. But for a quick little spray job, it's not too bad at all. I'll definitely spray it again. I'll probably redo it. Super easy, 2 bolts, and then everything comes out. But definitely looks better than it did before. What do you guys think? All right, guys, there it is. We did wheels, hood bra, HIDs, and we sprayed the wipers. It looks so much better. My advice is, like, especially all the trim stuff, it's pretty much just like restoring and make the car look better instead of all this chipping and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna do the same thing with my cowl, and I'll probably do the same thing with the window moldings just because they're starting to chip. If you enjoyed the CRV content, smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 30K. Let's get it. Soon we're gonna be doing some off-road stuff with this. We just gotta fix the subframe and a few little things, and then we'll be ready to go. Thank you so much for watching. Do it once, do it right. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out lowpesgarage.com, and later. Peace.